Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Now on Second Chronicles 22, and glory be to the Most High God. We've now finished the book of Judges, and now we've entered Nehemiah. So I'm just gonna quickly get into it. We'll read, dissect, and we'll pray. So Second Chronicles 22, and I read from verse 1. The people of Jerusalem made Ahaziah, Jehoram's youngest son, king in order to place, since the raiders who came with the Arabs in the camp had killed all the older sons. So Ahaziah, son of Joram, king of Judah, began to reign. Ahaziah was 22 years old when he became king, and he reigned in Jerusalem 1 year. His mother's name was Athaliah, granddaughter of Omri. He too followed the ways of the house of Ahab, for his mother encouraged him to act wickedly. He did evil in the eyes of the Lord, as the house of Ahab had done. For after his father's death, they became his advisors to do his undoing. He also followed their counsel when he went to Joram, son of Ahab, king of Israel, to wage war against Hazael, king of Aram, at Ramoth Gilead. The Arameans wounded Joram, so that he returned to Jezreel to recover from the wounds that he had inflicted at Ramoth in the battle of Hazael, king of Aram. Then Ahaziah, son of Joram, king of Judah, went down to Jerusalem to see Joram, son of Ahab, because he had been wounded. Through Ahaziah's visit to Joram, God brought about Ahaziah's downfall. When Ahaziah arrived, he went out to meet Joram, to meet Jehu, son of Nishmi, whom the Lord had anointed to destroy the house of Ahab. While Jehu was executing judgment on the house of Ahab, he found the officials of Judah and the sons of his relatives who had been attending Ahaziah, and he killed them. He then went to search of Ahaziah, and the men captured him while he was hiding in Samaria, and he brought him to Jehu and put to death. They buried him, for they said he was the son of Josaphat, who sought the Lord with all his heart. So there was no one in the house of Ahaziah powerful enough to retain the kingdom. When Athaliah, the mother of Ahaziah, saw that her son was dead, she proceeded to destroy the whole royal family of the house of Judah. But Jeshobah, the daughter of King Joram, took Joash, son of Ahaziah, and stole him away from among the royal princes who were about to be murdered, and put him and his nurse in the bedroom. But Jehoshaphat, the daughter of King Joram, the wife of the priest of Jehoiada, as Ahaziah's sister, so she hid the child with Athaliah, so she could not kill him. He remained hidden with them at the temple for 6 years when Athaliah ruled the land. Amen. Then we go to Nehemiah 1. The words of Nehemiah, son of Hakaliah, in the month of Kislev in the 20th year, while I was at the citadel of Suzi, Hananiah and one of my brothers came from Judah with some other men, and I questioned them about the Jewish remnant that had survived the exile and also about Jerusalem. They said to me, "Those who survived the exile and are back in the promised air are in great trouble and disgrace. The wall of Jerusalem is broken down, and its gates have been burnt with fire." When I heard these things, I sat down and wept. For some days I was mourned and fasted and prayed before the Lord, the God of heaven. Then I said, "Lord, the God of heaven, the great and awesome God, who keeps his covenant of love with those who love him and keeps his commandments, let your ear be attentive and your eyes open to hear the prayers of your servant. Your prayer your servant is praying before you day and night for your servants, people of Israel. I confess the sins we Israelites, including myself and my father's family, have committed against you. We have acted very wickedly towards you. We have not obeyed your commands, decrees, and the laws you gave your servant Moses. Remember the instruction you gave your servant Moses, saying, 'If you are unfaithful, I will scatter you among the nations. But if you return to me and obey my commands, then even if you exiled people are at the farthest horizon, I'll gather them from there and bring them to the place I have chosen as a dwelling for my name.' They are your servants and your people, whom you redeemed by your great strength and your mighty hand. Lord, let your ear be attentive to the prayer that your servant, and to the prayer of your servants who delight in revering your name. Give your servant success today by granting him favor in the presence of this man. I was cupbearer to the king. Amen. Glory be to the Most High God. Once again, same thing or a bit, So I'm gonna just in the next videos. So yeah.